friends. Good afternoon. Sunday, October 9. We're here in New York City. Autumn has arrived. It is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're starting over here on 5th Avenue by the Met. Say hi in the chat, let me know where you're watching from. Prince Ice is here. Good evening. 1 a.m. Good to see you as always. It's beautiful here this morning, or this afternoon rather, early afternoon by the Met. As you can probably see, the coats are out. It's 57 degrees Fahrenheit here in New York today. Even the dogs have their coats on. So if you see the traffic sign right here, it's saying 5th Avenue is closed from 72nd to 42nd. That's where we're headed. Because I found out there's a Hispanic Day Parade that starts right now at noon. In our experience with parades, we've never seen one start on time. So I'm hopeful I'm not running too late. But that's where we're headed. So we'll walk a little bit of 5th Avenue as we get there. Layla's here, Chris MG's here, LV's here. It's so good to see everybody. Yeah, so I have a bunch of walks, recorded walks from Central Park coming. I mean, I'm sure I've said this many times before, but I absolutely love the park as the leaves change. And I took a walk yesterday, which I think is a fun one. Walked from here, from the Met to the American Museum of Natural History, which I think a lot of people, that's a itinerary that many people are probably interested in. And you could start to see the leaves change inside the park. In fact, there were a couple trees where the leaves were just golden yellow. It was beautiful. So they're not quite red yet, but we're starting to see green change to yellow. Lisa's here, Vinny's here. So a couple housekeeping items as we get kicked off here. First is everybody say hello to Lisa. She's not feeling so great today, so it is very possible that we are coming to the end of our live streams for now. They will probably be paused for a little bit. Our little dude continues to get bigger and bigger, and everything's still healthy, nothing bad, nothing like that, but Lisa's just not feeling so great. Turns out carrying a lot right now. So send Lisa your snaps, your love, your well wishes. He's just growing so fast that I think it's just draining her, basically. So there's a decent chance we have bumped. We'll find out more this week, but there's a very decent chance that we are bumping up our mini bagel schedule, possibly by quite a bit. So life is about to change permanently. We are very excited. And Lisa, I think, is very ready, very, very, very ready to enter the next phase of this.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I won't be there that Friday. Basically, Emily told me.
So we'll see what we can do today. If Lisa calls me back, we will end abruptly and early. But if she's feeling okay, we'll do our thing. And then, you know, we'll come back to this when we can, as schedules and health, physical, mental health allow. Housekeeping item number 2. We just hit 3,000 subscribers and 400,000 views. And what's really exciting is, I feel like some of you probably remember this, I posted about 300,000 views not too long ago, so it's like the growth has accelerated. So that's awesome to see. I thank all of you for that. Onwards and upwards, as I said. But I also just want to reiterate how grateful Lisa and I are that you enjoy checking out the city with us. I do have lots of recorded walks recorded already, so those will continue for a bit, even if the live streams kind of may be paused for a little while. And just want to say again a big thank you to everybody who comes with us on these little wanders. Housekeeping item number 3. I elected not to use the mic today, so this is just straight from the iPhone, and it is kind of a windy day. But I elected to use power instead, because sometimes the parades go on for a while. So just bear with the sound if you can. I know there is some wind gusts today as the autumn air comes in. That was the choice I made for today.
Super high energy.
I see Leela, I see Sally. It's good to see everybody. So like I said, we're here on 5th Avenue, we're at 75th Street. In about 3 blocks, the avenue will be shut to traffic for the Hispanic Day Parade, and that is where we are headed. I believe it really runs from, I think I read 44th to 67. I don't know which direction it's going. I think generally they come up, they come north, so we're kind of at the high end of it. So it may take us a little while to get there, but we'll hang out till then, and we'll go check it out. Des Fields is here. Good to see you. Layla says he'll be pushing his stroller on the sidewalks at Central Park before we know it. I'm really excited for that. We got a little, people are starting to figure out that the traffic is blocked. We got a winter cover for the stroller. We got lots of supplies ready. So we'll talk to the doc this week and find out if we're kind of planning to move our schedule forward. It feels like that is highly likely. So this is all happening, folks. It's all happening. Our friends at New York City Sanitation helping to keep the parade route safe. You may notice along parade routes they physically block them with sanitation department trucks. So as we hit 72nd Street here, you can start to see that. Yeah, so I guess, you know, as we were reading about all this stuff, you know, usually in the 3rd trimester, people tend to feel a lot better. But I think what's happened is our little dude is just growing so fast that it's just a big ask on Lisa physically. I mean, like physically, it is a big ask. He's growing very fast. That's a lot for any person to do. All right, 72nd Street. This is a great, I feel like I've mentioned this before, it's a great place to enter the park. You can walk straight over to Bethesda or the mall and Literary Walk, a couple of our favorite things. You know what? Why don't we jump in? We have our pass. We'll see how this goes. Looks like, okay, well, we may need to enter farther down because it looks like there's just a bunch of barriers up ahead. Bear with me. Sorry. On our left, the Frick. This is the Henry Clay Frick House. Frick collection normally here, but currently at Frick Madison, while the Henry Clay Frick House undergoes renovations. Richard Morris Hunt Monument. Wheela, that's a great idea. I'll make sure we give an update on the community page on Instagram, just to let you know how things are going. All right, this is, hopefully we won't have any problems here. We do have our pass today, so hopefully we'll be able to move around the parade route with ease. Okay, so we want to get in. Where are the police? We don't want to cause any alarm. Let's see if we'll be able to get in over here. Okay, we have to go around this. Ooh, if you were in a wheelchair or something, this would not be fun. This would not be possible, I should say. Gregory's here, good to see you. Well, it looks like they're still putting some of the barricades up. I wonder if some of this is also for tomorrow. Because it's funny to see the stands but no people. I'm guessing it's for tomorrow as well. So today is, I believe, the Hispanic Day Parade, a little further down, so we have to keep walking a bit, and then tomorrow is the Columbus Day Parade. And I guess I thought, and so did Lisa, that I thought we were naming these things differently, such as Indigenous Peoples Day, but everything I read continues to call it the Columbus Day Parade tomorrow. So we'll see. If Lisa's feeling all right, you know, maybe I'll pop out for a bit to see some of that, but we'll play this. Every day from here, I feel like, is up in the air from this point forward. S. Fields asks a very pertinent questions. Will Mini Bagel, not so mini, be a Libra or Scorpio? Yeah, at first, originally, it wasn't a question, and now it's become a question. Because I guess, and you'll have to tell me, well, first of all, it's very funny, but if you go to Wikipedia and read about these star signs, different people use different dates, which always makes me laugh. Because I would have thought even stuff like the stars, it's like fairly set. Alas, no. But if I remember correctly, I guess the cutoff is somewhere in the middle of the month. And where exactly the cutoff is depends on which version you subscribe to. So maybe somebody can put in the chat what we're dealing with. But our current big conversation is the name. We're still working on that. Starting to see more people together here. We're starting to see more police as well. That's a good sign. So we're making progress, I think. So maybe here we will try to get into the parade route. It'll just be easier to walk inside the avenue than outside, if they'll let us. So much sunshine today. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Like I said, it's about 57 degrees. And there's some gusts now and then, but it's not too windy. Excuse me. Okay. Got our badge out. We're in the parade route. We have an avenue to ourselves. Lindy, how about Bailey Bagel? The Santa Fe is a little more progressive. Suke was from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Was talking about the name. Over here, the Arsenal, one of viewer Donna's favorite buildings, one of our favorite buildings as well. Attached to the Central Park Zoo, where I'm sure at noon there was a beautiful chime on the Delacorte clock. Oh, up ahead you can start to see people. So this is going to be fun. So this is the first live stream we're doing inside of the parade route. We've filmed the Caribbean Carnival, but I don't believe we've ever live streamed within a parade route. Trying to see where the sun, I think let's be on this side. And I see lots of folks in the parade route about 5-6 blocks ahead of us, south of us. That's a good sign. And usually what kicks off these parades are New York City Police Department and different representatives of agencies from around New York City, New York State. So my guess is the first group will be either the New York City Police Department marching band or the Hispanic Society if they have a specific band. This may be the best timing at a parade we've had to date. Obviously, a huge Hispanic population in New York City. Excited to celebrate Hispanic cultures today with all of you. Suitcase says, sometimes I wonder if mini bagel growing so fast will want to lead the live walks. Well, we shall see. Lisa's just anxious. We're both just anxious for a healthy arrival ASAP. It was funny, Lisa has, I think, whatever nerves we have about entering the next phase, I think she has become just ready for it. Okay, so one thing about these parades is there's usually a lot of people and the cell phone service is mixed. So we may bump around depending on how our service is going. And just bear with me. These live events, I mean live streams in general, but at these busy live events can be tricky. So just bear with me. We'll have a good time. We'll do our best. Coming up on Grand Army Plaza, you can see the Plaza Hotel. You can see the towers of Billionaires Row as we come up to the parade grounds proper. So far, no problems with being inside the route. I guess we'll see what happens. There's so much security at these events, so I'm always a little hoping for the best. Wow, there's so many people up ahead. Beautiful clock here at the Sherry Netherland Hotel. Okay, so let's start to see what happens. This is where it's probably going to get a little interesting. Police Department kicking things off as expected, followed by our great friends at the New York City Sanitation Department, who both keep the parade grounds safe and clean. And we have the New York City Police Department Police Band coming up. Let's enjoy some parade. Society of the Police Department. That's so fun when they get to bring their family out. Beautiful. Yeah, we are making use of our pass today. Auxiliary Police. I'm really happy with our timing today. Working out pretty well. So we're over here at, this is 58th Street, by the Apple Store here on 5th Avenue, Bergdorf Goodman as well. So we have a pretty good spot here, so I think we may hang out here for a little bit, and then if there's any lulls, we may move around, but just since we have a nice little spot here, we may hang out here for a little bit. So I did some very, very, very brief reading, and welcome you guys to Google the Hispanic Day Parade, October 9, 5th Avenue, and feel free to add in some details. I do know that one of the special guests was a Miss Universe or something to that effect. So I'm trying to looks like Miss Universe Honduras, if I'm reading that correctly. So this would be our Grand Marshals and Parade Marshals. Hispanic Day Parade, celebrating Hispanic cultures and people here in New York City. I have to tell you guys, this is a much more comfortable day for a parade than some of the ones. And I'm always impressed by the costumes and the dancing, and folks are doing this for a couple miles after waiting, for hours. So I'm sure they appreciate nice 57, probably going up to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit today. Flags of many Hispanic countries. Beautiful. Is that right, Layla? Love San Francisco. It's such a beautiful city. Fire Department, Hispanic Society, and probably the cutest firefighter you've ever seen. Yeah, they were really good, weren't they? I always try to read off who they are. I didn't see the name on that one, so if anybody's able to let us know in the chat. Otherwise, I'll try to find the run of show later if I can. Check out this firefighter. That's so great. Marcy is here. Here we are, FDNY, New York City's Fire Department, the Hispanic Society. Followed by EMS. Beautiful. Imagine doing the entire parade route in uniform. Serious stuff. That's awesome. One of our beautiful ambulances. With memorial images from September 11 and names. And our first parade float. This beautiful costume. It's awesome. So again, this is the Hispanic Day Parade, Sunday, October 9th here in New York City. We're on 5th Avenue at 58th Street. It's a beautiful day, about 57 degrees at the moment. No wind. And we're here to celebrate the Hispanic community here in New York City. Big groups coming up. La Nacional. More marshals at the parade, it looks like. Wow, check out these uniforms, really something.
See, look, they're crossing out.
So it looks like we have representatives from Spain. That's so cool. They are serious. Yeah, so it's members of police force from Spain. That's so cool. Really beautiful uniforms. I'm loving the music today. Hope you guys are as well. This is, I have to say, a very well-timed parade. Some, we have learned, you know, there can be big gaps or little gaps. This is running very efficiently. Hablamos Español. Yeah, we have some amazing dancers coming up. So let's see, 44 to 67. So they've been, you know, they dance for over a mile. I always find that so impressive. This field says New York City and Madrid are sister cities, so I didn't know that. That's so cool. So we must do the same thing. Floats, costumes, music. So this says Casa Galicia. We actually saw if I remember correctly, I think at the St. Patrick's Day Parade there was and apologies in advance for all pronunciation errors, but I think it was a Galician, like Scottish march dance band. I mean, it was incredible. So I'm sure we're in for some real treats today. Suke, the flamenco dresses are beautiful, yeah. This feels, gotta love the one girl in sneakers, you know? Like I said, they're dancing for over a mile. Pro de Casa Galicia. I mean, the costumes today, the music, this is just... I try to do some research about events, you know, so I know a little bit about them, but I try not to do too much, and getting the joy and surprise of seeing different cultures for the first time. It's awesome. Look at them go. Saw one of the groups at the St. Patrick's Day Parade, and it was just amazing. They were so good, and I didn't know that, so it was unexpected for me. Closing their rings today. Suitcases, like Italy, the different regions of Spain have very different cultural traditions and food. You know, Lisa and I have been to Europe a number of times, but never Spain. It's very high on our list. Very, very high on our list. And Portugal. Yeah, so Prince Ice and Layla were talking about how busy it is, or not so busy over here. So we're at 58th Street. The parade route, I think, starts around 42nd to 44th Street, somewhere around there. So my guess is at 42nd Street near the public library. There are a lot of people. And it just started at noon, so more and more will come. But yeah, I think we have a pretty good spot. There's a little cutout here, and I'm with a couple police officers. So we were talking about the Galician bagpipers. I love it. Oh, so good. So you can start to see, so this again is 58th Street, between 5th and 6th Avenue is what we're facing. And you can start to see big crowds start to make their way over. So they've probably been coming from 6th Avenue, maybe from 59th Street. And there's many hotels along Central Park South, 59th Street. And again, parade started not too long ago, really around noon. We got here just on time. I'm really actually happy about our timing today. So it will get busier as folks realize what's going on, and it's such a nice day out. They'll start to make their way. So we have a good spot. We're right by Apple 5th Avenue. We're by the Pulitzer Fountain over here, which hasn't, I haven't noticed any changes yet, but usually gets decorated for the holidays. So we're getting to that time of the year, folks. Again, also by 58th and 57th Street, the Towers of Billionaires Row. Beautiful blue sky today. And speaking of 59th Street, I did a walk recently from 5th Avenue over to Columbus Circle, and then did a little walk through of the shops at Columbus Circle, which is formerly the Time Warner Center, now the Deutsche Bank Center. One of the worst names of a shopping center I can think of. Just clunky. So stay tuned for that. We got lots of recorded walks to come. I was mentioning there's a lot more folks on now, so I was mentioning our live stream schedule is probably going to change very dramatically right now. We are very close to our little dude making his entrance into the world. Our schedule has probably bumped up maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see. So I will be, suffice to say, I will not be going out nearly as frequently. So our first little gap, not too bad. This has been a very well-run parade. And next group coming shortly from Argentina. And I hear some beautiful music coming this way. Apple 5th Avenue over here. As we wait, take a look at some of the sites right here in the vicinity. There's also a breast cancer awareness sign in the background. Looks like I can read Estee Lauder. Sherry Netherland Hotel, Plaza Hotel, Paris Theater. We're in luxury capital here along 5th Avenue. Paris Theater, I understand Netflix bought, and the movie, at least on this sign, on this side of the sign is All Quiet on the Western Front. I saw that they were doing a remake of that. Probably one of the most powerful movies you can imagine. I saw the trailer for Netflix and I said, oof, that's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. Watching the parades. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the best parts of these. And feel free, if you read anything interesting, if you know anything interesting, throw it in the chat so we can all learn about it. I mean, one of the things that, you know, that you get in Europe is, one, it's just the history in general. But number two, the geographic boundaries are such that there's so much cultural mixing, I guess is the best word I can think of, or intermingling, or whatever you want to say. And so, you know, learning that there's a big bagpiping culture in Spain, I love that. That's so much fun. S. Field's asking a terribly pertinent question, and Lisa can share a gift that I got her yesterday. Lisa, what is the first meal you're gonna get? Leila says first thing she's gonna do is sleep. Yeah, the sleep. It's not been so great lately. Not been so great lately. Our friends from Argentina coming up. Lisa, what was the gift I got you? A little bit of wind. But here are our friends from Argentina. Oh, we've lost hat down, hat down. Oh, it's so... Hat successfully retrieved, although we have a... I think we're going to handle it for now. All the wind, I'm losing our signs.
Y así se baila. El 2x4 en mi país.
Now that's a meal. Sushi, cheese, and champagne. Look at these beautiful pasta. Amazing. Whoa, yeah. Pregnant and in heels, a mile-long parade route. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Whoa. Now that is something. Wow. That's awesome.
Hola, hola a todos.
This is a mile-long parade route.
Esta es la carroza argentina. Y así se baila la milonga en nuestro país.
Looks like we have some of the sporting teams. Oh, check this out. This fields it takes 3 to tango, it turns out. Who knew? That was very impressive. An update to the Ginger Rogers quote. Backwards, in heels, flamenco dancing, and with your toddler. Not tango, but milonga. Just incredible. incredible. I'm very impressed. That was something. I am very impressed. Every time we see something new. Next level parenting. Well, Lisa and I have some work cut out for us. Let's get the Lisa update. Sean calls it a gift. I call it a tease. He brought home a big bottle of Tito's. Yeah, I did not get the little one or the medium-sized one. I got the large one, so she can make a long-awaited dirty martini when the time comes. And a gigantic New York City thank you to Gregory, contributing. We have upgraded from the stroller fund. Stroller is in hand. We are now in the Lisa Martini fund. You know what? I got the Tito's. I did not get the olives. So Gregory, we have earmarked that. Big New York City thank you to Gregory. Holding down the fort, Santa Barbara, California, where I'm sure it is beautiful right now. Ah, we have some beautiful, beautiful dancers. This is so beautiful. I'm really happy that we've done that. Layla, that was a we have been having that conversation with our doctor. We always go in with a list of questions, and that was on the list. Some of these costumes you'll need a lot of space for. Just incredibly intricate and beautiful designs. It's so fun when you see people from these countries. They're so happy to be here and to be represented. Oh, I love it. Our friends from Bolivia. Gregory Kelly, the music at this parade is especially wonderful. It's so beautiful. This is a really well-run parade. Seeing a little bit of, look at them go. Incredible. Our friends from Bolivia, very impressive. Bill's mentioning, so you leave enough space so the music doesn't get mixed. Yeah, this is a really well run one. It's paced well, but there's a little bit of space, but not too much. This has been well run. And the music, the costumes, the people, the dance, it's all been beautiful so far. Been on our list to visit Spain, Portugal. My wife, Lisa, really I think wants to go to Costa Rica one day. Lots of future travel to look forward to. I see Dusty Cole. How you doing, Dusty? Good to see you. We're here. Yeah.
Do you record the whole time and then edit it?
We're live actually.
Oh, you go live?
Yeah, you want to say hello? You're good?
That's cool.
I usually record, but today we're live. Costumes are amazing. I think my neighbor upstairs wears those around the house. I feel like it's fields. Oh, it's so funny. That's so funny. We had some noise issues recently, but I think that either they've been improved or Lisa's sleep has been so disrupted that I'm noticing the noise less and just sleeping however much I can. Later though, that's funny. They seem very nice. Unfortunately, everybody just wants to know where to cross the street. Everybody just wants to know where they can cross the street. Oh, I see one of our flag vendors over here. Sorry for the quick pan. Lots of vendors making their way out. It's so funny when these parades happen. All these vendors you never knew existed, with all this inventory you never knew existed, show up. This Gabe stream. Well, we saw Gabe did a nice afternoon live stream the other day from New York City Comic Con, and then I think he's posted a couple of walkthroughs, including one that was 360 degrees. So definitely check that out. I don't think I've ever been to a Comic Con, so it's pretty cool to see. Check it out with him. Gregory Kelly, I think this is my favorite parade so far this year. Hey, that's good to know. We've had a lot of good ones. We've lucked out with great parades this year. The next, obviously there's Columbus Day tomorrow. Big TBD on whether we'll be out. Like I said, the schedule from here on out is going to get, as obnoxiously as I can say, hit that notification bell, because we really do not know when we will go live, but we love doing this and we love being with you guys, so feel free to do that. But TBD on the schedule. But the other one is the Halloween parade. I would love to get to go to that, but that is a big question mark, because the little dude should be here, and yeah. we may be in. That may not be possible. Today, CFOD is at Comic-Con. Yeah, I mean, Comic-Con's a big thing. I don't think I've ever been to one. One time I was in San Francisco, funny enough, when there was it San Francisco or it might have been San Diego where one was going on, and the number of people in very silly costumes really cracked me. You know what? It wasn't comic. It was like an anime convention, and I had no idea what was going on. It was great. Lisa says he will definitely be here. She's gonna make sure of that. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I was more trying to think, will he have been here for a week, for 2 weeks? Will we sleep? Will we have gotten any sleep in those 2 weeks, or will we just be zombies? That was more where my head was going. We will see. It's an exciting time. Yes, everybody wish Victory best of luck with the studies. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. You've got a lot going on. Math, sociology, and law. Well, we wish you the best of luck. It's some beautiful music and dancers are coming. Definitely head outside. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. It just feels like a beautiful autumn day, a little crisp. This will be a nice day to visit Central Park, which maybe I'll do on my way home, depending on how quickly I need to get home. Fields, it is the nervous, excited, like what are we getting ourselves into? But optimistic and excited. our first time going to one of these events. That is true today. And so everything is a little bit of a surprise. It's a little bit new. And it's so fun to see some of these groups. They're just so impressive. Yeah, the enthusiasm, the passion. You love to see it. And a little bit of interaction. Yeah, no, but folks, some folks, how should I say it? They love the camera and the camera loves them. I think some of these participants are going to be very sore tomorrow. You know, you got to leave it all on the football field. Yeah, Gregory, it's serious stuff. Guy's fancy camera situation coming up. I do need to bring a monopod so that I can rest. If we're gonna mostly stay in one spot, next time I have to bring a monopod. That's awesome. Our friends from Chile. Really stunning. LV, they're serious. Absolutely beautiful. So again, our friends from Chile, after a raucous and gigantic contingent from Bolivia, and a little hard to see, but the group we just saw, they are still going. They are still going at it. I love it. I'm glad we got to see that. Hispanic cat culture sure puts us to shame, I have to say. I have never worn a hat. Some of these are amazing. Wow, and look at this. Sombrero. Yeah, might need to pull that one out. Just one thing that's never been a part of my wardrobe. So we have an assembly member coming up, Jennifer Rajkumar. At Easter Island, that's the we saw the Easter Island statue at the front of the last float. look away. S feels high energy and positive. Yeah, no, this is what you want to see. It's wonderful. So again, this we've seen recently Bolivia, Chile, now Colombia. Now we'll have a momentary break. I get to ask Lisa, has Mini Bagel been enjoying the music? Starting to get some of the thumpy bass. Is he going crazy? Oh gosh. Moped on the sidewalk. Okay. Desfiles, this is the Secret Service contingent. This is the Secret Service of a local Cadillac dealership, it looked like. But they contribute to the parade, I assume. Chapoleras, Colombia. Beautiful traditional folk costume coming up. Oh yeah, the energy here today really is special. Love stuff like this. Really good energy, very positive. Leela, we have made sure that he is eating a variety of foods. Absolutely. I love this. Oh, it's so good. Wow, check these out. Thank you for joining. We're here at the Hispanic Day Parade along 5th Avenue. Currently with some of our friends from Colombia. And all of you are making me incredibly hungry now. yeah, Desfile. I feel like that's a big part of it that we've now had throughout this year. So many and really great ones. I actually started to. If you're new to the channel, I made a playlist of some of the previous parades that we've been to, and this is our first one inside of the parade route live. We did also do the Caribbean Day Parade, but that was a recording, which I'm glad I did as a recording because the phone kept overheating. But it's so much cooler today. We've seen so many other amazing things along the way. This has been a great parade. So again, Hispanic Day Parade here in New York City. We're on 5th Avenue, 58th Street. Seeing many, many, many different cultures. We've seen Spain, Argentina, Bolivia, Colombia, Chile. Diana Lee's here. Good to see you. found a good spot. video of Central Park West. Stay tuned for that. Did a brief little jaunt over into Strawberry Fields. anxiously. That's so funny. Gregory Kelly walks to the Redheaded League. Part of what makes the country great, but New York specifically. Very glad to be here again. Happy to share this with you all. Waiting to see how our little dude, is he gonna be a sleeper or no? Current indications are he gets very active, but we will see if he can tire himself out. Today is the Hispanic Day Parade here in New York City. We are on 5th Avenue. We are at 58th Street. Here, Grand Army Plaza, the Plaza Hotel, Bergdorf Goodman, an Apple Store, and much, much more. Elaine is here as well. And at the moment, we have a little corner of 5th Avenue to ourselves. Great music in both directions. And representatives from many Hispanic cultures here today. Good to see you, Elaine. Good to see you, Richard. Good to see you, Marilyn. We've seen, so let's see, the stream, we're hitting the 2-hour mark. We've probably been at the parade for about hour and a half, and there's been a lot of amazing music, costumes, and performances along the way. So obviously there will be a replay. Feel free to scroll back. Starting to have folks from the Dominican Republic. This next group, for example, Dominican Cultural Group, founded December 14, 1962. Very impressive. And when we see the folks doing some really serious dancing and so forth, do keep in mind the parade route today runs from around 42nd Street to something like 67th Street, so over a mile long. Very impressive. Yeah, Layla, the waking up every 2 hours, we are very excited for. Lisa, for better or for worse, that's already been the case for some number of months now. It's going to be very interesting the next few weeks. And do I see our friends from Ecuador? First couple of years, oh gosh. Oh, it's gonna be something. Well, we've been lucky for a while now that the wind has come back for a little bit, at least. And here are friends from Ecuador.
bonita es mi gente ecuatoriana. ¿Dónde están los ecuatorianos? Eso. ¡Viva el Club Dinosaurio presente! Con sus reinas, sus representantes, sus artistas.
Dominican Republic.
mi tierra linda, el Ecuador, tiene de todo. Ríos, montes y valles, sí señor, y minas de oro. Ríos, montes y valles, sí señor, y minas de oro. Ecuatoriano. Y sus mujeres son tan hermosas que se parecen lirios y rosas. Y sus hombres son bravos, sí señor, y muy celosos. Y sus hombres son bravos, sí señor, y muy celosos. ¡Eso! ¡Ahora! En tierra linda el Ecuador tiene de todo. Está mi tierra linda el Ecuador tiene de todo. Ríos, montes y valles, sí señor, y minas de oro. Más de 200 villas, sí señor, también petróleo. ¡Ese es mi Ecuador hermoso! Y sus mujeres son tan hermosas que se parecen lirios y rosas. Y sus hombres son bravos, sí señor, y muy celosos. Y sus hombres son bravos, sí señor, y muy celosos.
color though. I mean, that's a big part of it. That is strong, yes. That is very notable in this parade. Really impressive. When we saw it started very early on when we saw the police officers from Spain. They had very unique officers' hats. That was at the very beginning, so you probably have to scroll back well over an hour to see that. This feels... This has been so much fun. So again, next group is coming from El Salvador. And you can probably tell, but my shade is running out. good temperature today, but I have noticed that the phone can overheat if it's in direct sunlight, so I may move around a little bit. Just bear with me. I may move at some point. Though I'm sure the colors now are really popping out of the shade. So we're kind of pointing directly at the sun, so I may try to, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Our friends El Salvador. Including the members of the consulate here in New York. Wow, would you look at these? So it looks like these are not part of the costume, but something they're holding. Gorgeous. The sign that's coming after reads El Salvador, first hammock costume on 5th Avenue, New York City 2022. So we're seeing something brand new coming just after this group. Stay tuned. About the things that they're holding, would love to learn more. You know, there's sort of like flower petals. Would love to know more about what they are. So again, this is El Salvador. Folks from El Salvador celebrating El Salvador. Colleen, you're such a perfect day. Blue sky. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful today. I was just saying the sun is now directly on top of us, so I may move around a little bit just so the phone doesn't overheat. Hopefully it won't. And the next group, it says El Salvador, first hammock costume on 5th Avenue. So I'm going to assume that the hammock costume is something traditional in El Salvador. And you can see this is incredible looking, so stay tuned for this. Check this out. This is really something. Look at this. It just goes on and on. This is one costume. are folks from El Salvador. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Dusty, we saw some really incredible dancing earlier. So definitely make sure to check out the replay when you can. This has been incredible. Out the connection over here just because there's a little more shade. So this is next to Tiffany, and there is some scaffolding here which conveniently blocks the sun, so I may try this spot for a little bit. so good. They're really impressive. Costume. Great music. This is the Hispanic Day Parade here in New York City. We're on 5th Avenue. We've moved down a touch to try to get some shade. We're at 57th Street now. We're by in between Tiffany and Bergdorf Goodman. Luxurious 5th Avenue. Super friends! It's good to see you, my friend. Are you having fun? It's been incredible.
So, did you just start?
What's that?
Did you just start?
No, I've been here the whole time. I've been over here. It was shady. That was Fernando from Super Friends. Super shout out Fernando. He's got quite the costume on himself. You can spot him anywhere. I love it. Coming up next to float, Wendy Rodriguez from the New York State Senate.
Pasando precisamente en la 57 Avenida, aquí en Nueva York. Bueno, aquí encontramos gente de diferentes nacionalidades, encontramos a gente
Very beautiful. Shout out to both the New York State Police Department and the New York Sanitation Department keeping the parade route safe. Oh, and check this out. Wow. Wow. Well, we've seen a lot of things at these parades. This is new. Ah, Nabul's here. Good to see Nabul. Remembers Fernando from the West Indian Parade. That was something. We had a lot of fun at the West Indian Day Parade. Cool, hope you're well. It's always good to see you, but check this out. Again, we've seen many things at these parades, but this is brand new. This is beautiful.
no te acuerdas, valiente, que atacaste paredón. Ya no te acuerdas, valiente, que tomaste a Torreón.
Absolutely beautiful. Desfile's no room for costumes and now no room for horses. What are you gonna do? This is so cool.
Adiós, Torre.
Yeah, Desfile, I'll make an exception when they get Fifth Avenue completely blocked off just for them.
Ya vino Francisco Villa.
You give a horse free rein on Fifth Avenue, I'll give you, I'm okay with it. That's so cool.
Recibamos con el aplauso que se ha ganado a don Vicente Fernández. Ahí va, gentlemen.
That's a serious truck. And whenever there are horses, our friends from the sanitation department are here. Big shout out to sanitation. Well, you don't see that every day. There's a gap, so they're going to let the folks cross the street here at 57th Street. Ken says the Hispanic Day Parade here in New York. We're on 5th Avenue. We are now at 57th Street. And currently seeing a very impressive contingent from Guatemala. Yeah, this feels like it's actually serious. They're part of what helps keep the parade route safe. You can see they use these monster sanitation trucks at these big events. So that's no joke. And I posted a funny tweet on Instagram recently that if you went outside one night, you could have seen them roaming the city in preparation for the snow to come. You know, checking the routes, probably checking the trucks out, everything. So big shout out to New York City Sanitation. This is Guatemala. And we've been on now about 2.5 hours, so, and I would say, it probably started about half an hour in, so about 2 hours of parade. So if you're just joining, definitely check out the replay later. Argentina, Chile. There was a group of police officers from Spain and much more. I'm missing so many, but definitely check out the replay when you can later, and I'll do my best to add chapters to make it easy to jump around within the video. Check this out. So Dusty, it's the Hispanic Day Parade, so it's representatives, groups, and supporters of different Hispanic countries. Traditional music, costumes, dance, performances. I mean, it's really beautiful. So these are folks from Guatemala. Check out these costumes and masks.
Guatemala, aquí a la gran manzana, poniendo en alto nuestro queridísimo país. Guatemala, señores, eso.
impressive. That's an excellent band. So again, these are folks from Guatemala.
Aplausos para nuestra marina, Josefina Esmeralda, nuestro instrumento autóctono único. ¡Viva Latinoamérica! ¡Arriba! This is Guatemala City, represented. Say, present today, New York City.
And do let me know how we're coming through. Where we were, the connection was like an A. Now it's like a B. But let me know if we have any buffering or anything. Probably want to be north or south of the parade route. So 42nd Street or south, or about 67th Street or north. Otherwise, you're going to wait in this very long line to cross the street. Guatemala. Up next will be Honduras. Sorry, I'm just laughing. Folks are doing everything in their power not to get in the line to cross the street. Moving, so up next, coming up, Honduras. I'm exactly the same. I cannot describe to you how hungry I am right now. But rest assured, I will get something fitting for the day. But I am exactly the same. The music, everything about this. It's a beautiful day here on 5th Avenue, 57th Street, right by Tiffany, Bulgari, Louis Vuitton, Bergdorf Goodman. We are in the luxury capital of New York City right now, experiencing the Hispanic Day Parade. Folks are making their way across the street. It's just, oh my God, can you imagine? Waited in the line. Up, run, run, run. Sorry, folks. Oh, it's so funny. That's so funny. Honduras coming up. This is Honduras. Marjorie's here. Photos around New York. I always love seeing all of our good friends. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for celebrating this parade with us. Communities and cultures from around the Hispanic world. Right now we are celebrating Honduras. I'm trying to bear with me. I'm trying to stay a little bit in the shade just so the phone doesn't overheat. So I'm moving around it a good bit. So we've seen different Miss Universes. So this is probably Miss Universe Honduras.
Gracias, señores de la NYC. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Thank you, NYC. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ay, qué rico. ¡Viva Honduras! ¡Viva Honduras!
Mexico.
¡Viva Honduras!
And another small gap, so they're going to let those across. These folks did not have to wait nearly as long. Wow, some of the costumes from Mexico look absolutely incredible. A burrito emoji, perhaps a Esfield's asking about the dancers. So there are some on the other side. And I do think what I've seen at other parades is sometimes they hop on and off, depending on, you know. So these parade routes are about a mile long. This one's about a mile long, a little longer. And so sometimes I think they hop on the float just to rest. And then they hop off again. I don't think we saw so much of that earlier on because the pacing was really, really good and they were just moving. But sometimes when things back up a little bit, I can understand why they might hop on the float for a couple minutes. So this is Mexico. And check out what they're holding. Look at it, it's smoking. Wow. But absolutely beautiful dresses, music, the Mexican flag. Whoa, check out at the front. Absolutely beautiful. And Jarritos. I mean, everything about this parade is designed to make me hungry. I love that. The Jarritos float. Did not see that one coming. There was and I'm sure there is at a different part, I just haven't seen one where I am standing, but if there was a burrito cart, a pupusa cart, whatever you're looking for, they would clean up today. The halal gelato cart. It might be a little cold for the gelato cart, but if you're standing in the sun, you can do it. These traditional costumes, again, we're with a group from Mexico. And if you are just joining, we've seen representatives of many Hispanic countries. So feel free to scroll back or check out the replay later on. And obviously feel free to share it with family and friends so they can check this out as well. We're about 2 hours into the parade or more. So lots to see. Wow, check this out.
Cerrada con 3 candados y remachada la puerta negra, porque tus padres están celosos y tienen miedo que yo te quiera.
Grab yourself a drink, get comfortable. It's gonna be a few minutes for the next group to catch up, so I'm gonna stretch my legs for a second. And let me know your favorite beer for a day like this, or drink of choice. Is it a Tecate, a Negro Modelo, Pacifico? Let me know. So we're here on 57th Street. There's a little bit of a gap in the parade, so I'm just stretching my legs for a little bit. And let me know in the chat what your drink of choice is for the Hispanic Day Parade. And all this talk of tortillas. You guys, the parade, it's making me hungry. Lisa and I went to Dos Caminos recently, which is a Mexican spot here in New York. Really good. And she had the funniest thing. She got, we were there for lunch after a doctor's appointment, and I kind of talked Lisa into going out for lunch because I think our going out days are rapidly coming to an end. She just hasn't been feeling so great. So we went to Dos Caminos for lunch, which is like an absurdly expensive lunch to go to. But, you know, it is what it is. And she got a taco salad, and I forget the exact name. They call it, it has a funny name. And the taco shell that it's in is shaped like a taco. So it's not, you know how if you normally get a taco salad, they kind of shape a tortilla into a bowl. It's usually fried. And this is like a Mexican-American thing, I assume, or like a Tex-Mex thing. But they shape theirs like a taco, but it's the biggest thing you've ever seen. It's like they take like a large personal pizza sized tortilla, deep fry it. I mean, it's the biggest thing you've ever seen. It's in the shape of a taco, so it looks like she's eating a taco designed for maybe 7 people. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. Definitely look that up. Look up the Dos Caminos taco salad. I can't describe how much this cracked me up when it came out. And people, we were eating outside, and people were walking by us like, what is that? What is going on here? Oh, it was so good. That one really cracked me up. Jumbo taco shell. It was, I mean, jumbo hardly describes it. Jumbo does not do it justice. It was gigantic. It really cracked me up. Tecate, getting some good drink recommendations in here. Suke likes the Negro Modelo. I wish I had the, I'm sure there's the technology, I just don't know how to use it, but I would do a poll. If I had the technology, I would do a poll right now. Corn or flour tortillas? Let us know. And I'm afraid if your preference is some other option, the poll only includes corn or flour as options. If Lisa's on, she's not feeling so great, so she may be resting. But if Lisa's on, I was trying to remember, what's the name of the Mexican spot on 3rd Avenue? It's like, oh, Yellow Rose. I was trying to remember Yellow Rose. So if you've never heard of Yellow Rose, it's a relatively newish restaurant in New York City. It's on, I think it's on 3rd Avenue at like 12th Street, maybe 11th, 12th, 13th Street, something like that. It's called Yellow Rose. And I think the folks are from Texas. And they make some of the best flour tortillas in New York City. So if you've never heard of or had Yellow Rose and you're in the New York City area, definitely check out Yellow Rose, if only for the tortillas. But they make, last time we were there, at least, they do a lot of different tacos. And on the weekend they do breakfast tacos. And so last time we were there, we got some chips and salsa. We got like a variety of different tacos. And they made a chocolate cake that had, why is my brain doing this? I'm so hungry right now is probably the answer. But what is the nut? I'm just blanking right now, but there's a nut in Texas that's sort of common in desserts. Why am I blanking? But whatever. But anyways, check out the, you have to check out the tortillas at Yellow Rose. They're so good. They are literally some of the best flour tortillas in New York City. I like a lot of the food in New York City, but Mexican food, in particular in New York City, is more traditional, and I come from Texas, and so what I grew up on is Tex-Mex. And what I've noticed in New York City is the corn tortillas are pretty excellent, but on average the flour tortillas are not that great. But Yellow Rose makes some of the best flour tortillas in New York City. Suke says we need a video of this taco salad. I know, I need to start doing some shorts and stuff when we go out. I'll just show you guys some of the New York City foods that we like. On my list, on my to-do list. I need to remember to do that. Dusty loves tamales. I love tamales. That's another thing. There's some in New York, and I need to go to like Queens, I think. Layla says, I think flour tortillas are the wonder bread of tortillas. Well, the thing is that a lot of them are bad. I will fully acknowledge many of them are bad, but when you've had a good one, they're so good. In Texas, when they're really good, people will eat them just with butter. They're that flavorful. Like, you really don't need to do much with them. But the average one can be very bad, I will agree. But I will also say I've had exceptional corn tortillas, like where the corn is, where they're really fresh made, and those, the flavor can be far beyond what you're used to. Nope. Okay, I'm heading out. So I got to get in touch with Lisa. She's just not feeling so great today, folks. So everybody send Lisa your love. I've had a great time with you guys. We've had a blast. We've been going for about almost 3 hours. So probably the first 2.5 hours are from the parade. So this is Bagels and Walks signing off. Love spending today with you. Love seeing this with you as much as we could. And we'll see you again real soon. Everybody send your love to Lisa, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers, everybody. Have a great one.